10, Sviatoslav Mikhailuk. At small forward, at 6'9", number 19, Ace Bailey. At center, standing 7'2", number 24, Walker Kessler. The other guard, 6 feet 4 inches, number 3, Deontay George. The other forward position, 7 feet 1 inch, number 23, Lauri Markkanen. Your head coach is Scott Morrison. Let's hear it for your Utah starters.
Coach Van Gundy, with these two bigs, I know this is a matchup you in particular are very excited about.
Yeah, Kevin, this really feels like a throwback matchup to me. With this style of game, running it through the centers, I feel like I should be on the sideline yelling at these guys.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. Antetokounmpo out there with Wembanyama. And it's Fox in at the point. Bailey with the ball, covered by Vassell. 5 on the clock. Shoots from the high post. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks. I spoke with the Jazz head coach for a bit. We talked about their defensive game plan for Giannis, and he told me the best way to guard Giannis is to keep him out of the paint and force him to be a jump shooter. The only problem is no one's figured out how to do that consistently. Giannis always seems to find a way to impose his will. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. Giannis with it, now defended by Markkanen. And Fox gets it to go.
Well, that's good offense. Fox converts the high percentage look.
Pass to Mikhailuk. Back to George. Jazz passing it around. Shot from the top of the key. Count that one.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Wembanyama, a screen on Markkanen. The kick out to Fox. Offensive rebound, Spurs, and the basket by Vassell.
Yeah, nice shot by Vassell. Really good three-point shooter.
Pass to Mikhailuk. Back to George. Now Bailey. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Cranes the three-pointer.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Fox passes to Wembanyama. Wembanyama sets a screen for Castle. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by the Jazz. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, they got into a terrific flow offensively, but a lot of that was because the defense they were facing was mediocre.
Yeah, but even against weak defense, your execution still matters. Luckily, they were able to take advantage.
Well, Stan De'Aaron Fox said there was no list of teams he wanted to go to. He specifically said, I want to go to San Antonio.
Well, 2 words, Victor Wembanyama. Fox is a Texas native and saw an opportunity to pair himself with a rising superstar in a stable organization. Well, what I love about Walker Kessler, he's a 7-footer who plays like a 7-footer.
Floats it up for Wembanyama. It's stolen by Bailey. Here's George. Plays it up and banks it in. George has got his second basket of the game.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Wembanyama finds Antetokounmpo. Now Castle. Looking to end the run. Here's Wembanyama. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
And it's Bailey in the corner. Outside, Markkanen. A three-pointer, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
It's stolen by Bailey. Here's George. And George with the stuff.
Well, you got to keep George away from the basket or you can expect to get dunked on.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at the Nuggets. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when I look at San Antonio, they wanted the top spot badly, and they did just that. A real testament to both their chemistry and work ethic.
Here's Wembanyama. Castle on the wing. Wembanyama sets a screen for Castle. Shot clock at 6. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Pass to Mykhailiuk. George sets a screen to the inside. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Utah?
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
And, guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
Wembanyama barely even has to elevate when he throws it down.
Harper against George. No good off the back of the rim. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
Yeah, that kind of performance on the road really speaks to their preparation and mental fortitude.
Utah shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Well, you see why teams try to avoid fouling. You're basically giving away points.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing that near 7-foot frame.
You know, Giannis just entered his 30s, coach, but he's already an all-timer.
He sure is, Kevin. Look, if his career ended now, this guy's still one of the best we've ever had in this league. Unfortunately for the rest of the league, he's still got a long way to go in his career, and they're going to have to deal with him for a long, long time.
And here is Antetokounmpo after the three-pointer from Lauri Markkanen. Wembanyama passes to Antetokounmpo. And it's sent back by Kessler.
Something Kessler does so well. A towering 7-footer who takes pride in protecting the rim.
George finds Markkanen. Here's Bailey. Back to Markkanen. Kessler passes to George. And it's good. With time running down in the shot clock. Now it's a 7-point Utah lead. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. For the past 10 games, these teams have been fantastic on rebounding. Number 1, the Spurs.
What a show of strength in terms of rebounding. I mean, they've really controlled the glass here of late, playing with some extreme physicality.
Wembanyama with it. He's covered by Kessler. Three-pointer, Fox. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama.
Well, you must take Fox seriously from Rain because he won't question these looks.
George sets a screen. Markkanen in the corner. Jazz passing it around. George dishes to Markkanen. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Spurs trail by 4. Wembanyama passes to Antetokounmpo. Vassell kicks to Fox. Wembanyama, a screen on George. Fox, no good. Utah's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Mikhailuk can't get it to go. Spurs have gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. They double-team Wembanyama. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Break in the middle of a season like this. What possible road bumps could teams run into?
Well, I think it's important that players not fall into that trap of looking too far ahead, right? This is when it's important for a team to stop.
A different look for Utah. Kyle Filipowski comes in for Bailey. And it's Collier in for Mikhailuk. George against Harper. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
And during his rookie year, Keontae George started about half of his games running the point most of the time. That experience will pay off for him.
San Antonio making a switch here. And Jazz leading by 6. We've got Collier. Nurkic is out there with Kyle Filipowski. And it's Hendricks in at the small forward position. That's the group right now for Utah. And that one, good.
That pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Here's Harper. And the rebound by Nurkic.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Here's Sensabaugh. Here's Hendricks. And Nurkic gets it to go. Nurkic has got the lead up to 10 now for the Jazz.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
Wembanyama sets a screen for Johnson. Wembanyama going to town inside.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
To the middle. Here's Sensabaugh. Covered by Johnson. Back to Nurkic. Shot clock at 5. No good with the triple. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Johnson for 3. He goes up again. Outside Harper. Now here's Olynyk. Defended by Filipowski. Goes back up. Olynyk can't hit.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Nurkic a screen on Johnson. Here's Sensabaugh. Covered by Johnson. Hendricks. His 3-pointers off the mark. Spurs trail by 8. It's Olynyk atop the key. Back to Wembanyama. Wembanyama up high, down hard.
There is no stopping that. Wembanyama with the forceful finish.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength. But he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength is going to come naturally. The scary thing is for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
Stephon Castles checked in for San Antonio. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And Nurkic gets it to go.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
Here's Harper. The rebound by the Jazz. Nurkic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey guys, Victor Wembanyama drawing fans league-wide. Pacers coach Rick Carlisle proclaimed, "I've never seen a player like this. I'm in awe of his talent, his size, his aptitude for the game, his skill, his feel, you name it. And in due time, it's very possible that he will be the face of world basketball." Back over to you.
Yeah, he's taken over. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Here's Bailey. Drives to the hoop. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Wembanyama's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Pass to Harper. Wembanyama looking it over. Clock at 4. Floats it up for Wembanyama up in the rafters.
The perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
Here's Collier. Scoreless thus far. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. Drills the three-pointer.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Now, here's Harper. Defense is right there. Here's Castle. That three off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. And he jams it with authority.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Here's Castle. They grabbed their own miss. And here's Harper from the arc. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. Pass to Collier. Nice ball movement by Utah. Markkanen from outside. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Spurs trail by 9. Now Barnes. The 3. Markkanen pulls it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Collier. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Minnesota.
And he did a lot of work on the glass as well. He impacted the game on multiple fronts.
And that one's good, Barnes.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
And the Jazz call time here. For the Jazz, Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Nurkic. And it's Keontae George in for Collier. Giannis, he's checked in for San Antonio. Fox comes in for Harper. Pass to Mikhailuk. Markkanen a screen on Castle. Antetokounmpo with the steal. Here's Fox. Here's Wembanyama. Barnes bounce pass. Fox deciding where to go with it. From the arc. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
I just love watching Fox shoot it. Something about a lefty. They just make it look so pretty. Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
Wembanyama finds Fox. And it's sent back by Kessler.
Oh, big Walker Kessler. That is how you use your size.
Wembanyama up top. He's covered by Kessler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Giannis passes to Fox. Now Castle. Back to Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
It's stolen by Wembanyama. Pass to Barnes. Wembanyama sets a screen for Barnes. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now here is George. He's got 20. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Stan, teams track different officiating crews, don't they, and how they tend to call the game.
Yeah, they do, Kevin, and there are some organizations who do it more than others. I'm not a fan of it myself because I think it puts your players defensively making it hard on them.
McKinley. Now Kessler. To the inside. And finished off by Bailey.
I like Bailey attacking the rim at that size.
And here is Fox. 20 points for him last game against Houston. Here's Wembanyama.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this league.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. Utah calls timeout. For the Spurs. Johnson comes in for Harrison Barnes. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive game so far. Jazz lead by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Make some noise and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Please direct towards us.
Hey folks, first off, looking ahead to All-Star Weekend. Let's see who's in the running to compete in the three-point contest.
The dunk contest and the three-point contest are the only things missing from my resume. Now I regret not doing them.
I would actually pay to see you in a three-point shootout. That's great television right there.
Let's shift focus back to the Utah Jazz, who find little separation after one half of play.
Apparently, they got my free throw shooting genes and not Shaq's. Really taking advantage at the stripe.
Yeah, they've been there often, and they've capitalized. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been one outstanding game from George.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
Getting underway now in the second half, and here's the 5 for Mitch Johnson. Fox and Castle are their guards. Antetokounmpo is out there with Devin Vassell. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5 down low. And as if the Spurs stand weren't already stocked with young talent, they moved up from 8th to the number 2 spot in the May draft lottery.
An embarrassment of riches, Kevin. And if any organization knows how to organically build through the draft, it's the Spurs.
Wembanyama, a screen on Kessler. Antetokounmpo finds Castle.
And what makes Castle so difficult to guard is that he keeps defenders off balance with this constant change of pace. And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
For San Antonio, they have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
So here we go, Coach. The 2025 Rookie of the Year, Stephon Castle.
Yeah, look, Kevin, can't say too many good things about this guy, but it starts with this. Like all the best players in the league, he plays both ends of the floor. Stephon Castle can take on the assignment of guarding the best player on the other team and he's a guy whose skills are rapidly improving offensively. The future is great for this guy.
George against Fox. Kessler with it. Kessler tipped back in for 2. Kessler's got 6 points. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Vassell outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Spurs passing it around. Vassell outside. Sinks the triple. Vassell's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Spurs.
They are on fire to start this second half. 3 for 3 and looking totally in sync.
Bailey misses. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. The lead is 2. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
Well, they came out of the locker room with a purpose. 4 for 4 already in the half.
George passes to Bailey. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Markkanen. Now here is George. Wants to get it to Kessler and does.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync yet.
Here's Castle. No good on the 3.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Pass to Bailey. Markkanen sets the pick for George. Nailed from three-point land. George has got 25 points in the game.
A lot of confidence from George shooting a 3 early in his career.
Fox passes to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And that elite pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
George finds Kessler. Here's McKayler from past the arc. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama has got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Yes! And the foul.
Defensive foul.
Keontae George picks one up.
And this kid is tough. Wembanyama just powering it in despite the contact.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Spurs.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
That's been all night long. And also dominating the offensive boards, and that's been winning them a lot of extra looks at the hoop.
And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for De'Aaron Fox.
And you can see his scoring numbers trending down as time goes on. It's not what you want to see, but maybe it's just time to shift his approach a little and start looking for other ways to get points out there on the floor. Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And stolen by Vassell. And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. Count it. Good. Fox has got the lead up to 6 now for the Spurs.
Well, look, Fox is wiry strong. He can handle contact.
On the wing, Markkanen. George passes to Markkanen. Offensive rebound. Kessler.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
And it's Bailey in the corner. Kessler trying to get open. And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Bailey. Wembanyama, a screen on Markkanen. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Well, this is why Wembanyama is such a nightmare. The size, the speed, the touch, he has it all working.
Now Bailey, 13 points in the game. Outside, George. Shoots over Fox. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from George.
Easy to see the kind of impact George is going to have in this league. Already so productive.
Wembanyama finds Fox. Over George. Grabs the rebound again. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass.
Here's Mikhailuk. Castle covering. Nice ball movement by Utah. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. A 2-point game.
Oh, Victor Wembanyama, a thunderous finish there.
Pass to Bailey. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Personal foul.
There's no reason for these big men to shy away from contact on the inside, because when they get to the foul line, you can see the success they've been having in the past month. Victor Wembanyama, number 1.
And with those numbers at the free throw line, he should be trying to get there as often as possible. I mean, operating among the big bodies in the paint, he gets those chances. And no doubt, one of the more polarizing prospects in this year's rookie class. Bailey makes shots few others can, but he's still adding strength and polish to his all-around game.
The Jazz making a switch here. Filipowski's checked in. And San Antonio also making a switch. Harper's checked in. Inside, here's George. Rebounded by the Spurs.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Wembanyama. Good on the bucket. Wembanyama has got 13 points in just this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
George against Harper. George passes to Bailey. And here is Antetokounmpo.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Jazz trail by 7. George passes to Bailey. Outside, George. 6 on the shot clock. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Spurs leading by 7. Pass to Harper. Wembanyama sets a screen for Harper.
The strength of this rookie, Harper, getting to the rim.
George passes to Kessler. Back to George. This one for 3. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Well, the Spurs are on the rise. Victor Wembanyama said, quote, "I've been on board since day one. We know it's not going to be a straight line. There will be ups and downs. This is not easy, but I'm very confident in the will that my guys have. The long term is never being questioned." Kevin, back to you.
They'll get there for sure. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Back to George. In the corner, it's Kessler. That ball has speed that time from George. George has got 5 assists in the game. Wembanyama outside. Wembanyama sets a screen for Fox. Here's another rebound.
Rebound after rebound after rebound.
Oh, GA, he is crashing the glass with energy. I love it. Mikhailuk passes to George. Kessler, a screen on Harper. And what? That one goes careening off the glass.
What a swat. As Wembanyama refines his defense, more and more shots are going to be in danger.
It's good.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances, really using his head.
You know, Stan, there are so many things to like about Giannis Antetokounmpo's game. What sticks out most for you?
Well, look, I think, Kevin, most fans are going to say what sticks out is the obvious. his size and his athletic ability. But to me, what really stands out is the energy and intensity he brings on a nightly basis, as much or more than any star in this league. You can count on him every night to play as hard as anyone on the floor.
Going to Wembanyama, any chance you get just makes a whole lot of sense. Victor is really on fire tonight.
To the paint, here's Filipowski, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Terrific finish from Fox. One of the more explosive guards that we have in the league.
George looking around. Here's Bailey. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We've got more in store for you right after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Yeah, well, he looked like a pass-first point guard on this.
Outside, Markkanen. Back to George. Pass to Bailey. Outside for George. 5 to shoot. Fires from deep. A putback. Wembanyama with the rebound. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for the Spurs. Stolen by George. Now here's Markkanen. Pass to Bailey. Nice ball movement by Utah. Outside, George. Shot clock at 6. And the lead is down inside single digits. George has got 30 points.
A jumper with a nice high release. George was ready to attack the second he got the ball.
And Giannis throws it down.
Dynamic two-hand jam.
And right in the face of the defender. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Pass to Wembanyama. Harper kicks to Johnson. They double-team Wembanyama. And here's Vassell from the arc. The rebound by the Jazz. Kessler's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And Markkanen throws it down.
Markkanen is just such an effective scorer. He makes the most of his opportunities.
And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And some changes here for the Spurs. Castle comes in for Keldon Johnson. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Harper. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. He told them, no time to celebrate. The work is not finished. We've got to stick with it and keep growing what we've got here. Words of wisdom for his squad. Back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that.
A naturally gifted shot blocker. Wembanyama just has that sixth sense for detecting incoming shots.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big time play on both ends.
Bailey passes to Mikhailuk. Now Markkanen launches a three. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Pass to Castle. And he dunks it down.
I love that dish. Wembanyama is so unselfish.
George passes to Kessler. Here's Mikhailuk. It's tipped. Takes it inside, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Bailey passes to George. Just 5 to shoot. Picked by Markkanen. Tries it from the top of the key. George, no good.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Three-pointer, Fox.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
No doubt how much those boards impact the overall outcome. You can't give them extra chances. Well, that's what Kessler brings to this offense. A constant lob threat.
San Antonio leading by 13. Wembanyama, that one drops.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
The Jazz call timeout.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
Yeah, it's basically a layup line. You're not going to win many games if you can't offer more resistance than that.
Get out there on the court,
Now Bailey. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
First team foul.
On the wing, George. Guarded by Fox. 6 to shoot. Here's Kessler. Beyond the arc. Doesn't get that one. Wembanyama. Oh, what a finish.
Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
2 minutes.
George against Fox. Markkanen outside. Wembanyama rips down the rebound. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for San Antonio. Vassell outside. Here is Wembanyama. Antetokounmpo outside. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Spurs.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Victor Wembanyama.
Well, that work he's shown on the glass has been spectacular. You love to see that as a coach.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Antetokounmpo with the steal. Wembanyama against Markkanen. Here's Wembanyama. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But what
get home safely, and we'll see you
terrific, Allie. Thanks. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg.
Starting at forward, number 34, Giannis
Thanks for spending Sunday evening with us. Brian Anderson here, joined by Grant Hill. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, I like that he's really found a balance. He doesn't feel the need to put the team on his back and try to carry them offensively, but he can still bring it when they need him most. And maybe what's most important, he provides that veteran leadership necessary.
And checking out the New Orleans opening lineup. Jones at small forward with Zion holding down the 4. Murray out there with Trey Murphy. And it's Queen in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Spurs, Castle at the 2 with Vassell at the 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Victor Wembanyama. And it's Fox in at the point to the paint. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
That is exactly where Williamson is unstoppable.
Lex talking about Trey Murphy. Just how good can he become?
Well, his improvement has really been something to watch, B.A. He's a talented scorer and shooter who also does a great job moving the ball. And the scary thing is he has more room to improve.
Pass to Queen. Hey, expanding his range. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. And Wembanyama has the ball here for San Antonio. Williamson against Antetokounmpo. Vassell outside. 6 to shoot from the arc. Offensive rebound Spurs. Castle misses.
Yeah, he's got to be mad at himself for missing that one, especially considering the defense didn't really affect him.
The drive by Murray. Williamson against Antetokounmpo. Williamson looking around. Three-pointer off the mark. Outside Wembanyama. And he lays it up and in.
But this is what everyone wants to see Wembanyama doing. Dominating on the inside.
Jones with a screen on Antetokounmpo. Williamson up top. He's guarded by Vassell. Williamson passes to Queen, and he dunks it down.
Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
Wembanyama finds Fox. Over Murray. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Yeah, terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
Pass to Murray. The 3-ball. They grab their own miss. And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up for the Spurs. The last time these two teams came together was also in this building, and they were able to win it for the home fans.
Yeah, they destroyed this team on the glass in the last meeting.
Left side Murray. And here's Williamson. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Oh, get that weak stuff out of here. Giannis doing everything he can to protect the rim.
To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. And the layup is good off the glass. Wembanyama's got 6.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Fox against Murray. Williams side. On the wing, Murray over Fox. Murray, no good. San Antonio leading by 4. Picked his pocket. Down low. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You got to keep him out of the paint.
So timeout called here. The first for New Orleans. And midway through the season, is this the point in the schedule where players start to feel some fatigue set in?
Oh, yeah. The adrenaline of the beginning of the year has worn off at this point. Everybody is feeling it. This is when you're counting on that preseason conditioning to get you through the rigors of a very long season.
Rest and recovery, most important thing this time of year.
No substitutes for those.
On the wing, Jones. He's guarded by Vassell. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Outside Jones. Shot clock at 6. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And again, New Orleans, no good. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. In terms of his team scouting report, Zion Williamson is at the top of it. He raved about Zion's blend of skill and strength, telling me, I don't think there's a stronger guy in our league. Plus, he can put it on the deck and finish at an elite level. Zion is like a freight train coming right down the lane. Back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Castle outside. Wembanyama, high post. Castle outside. Three-pointer, Fox. It's hauled in by New Orleans.
That's exactly how you have to defend them on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Williamson up top. Antetokounmpo covering. Williamson passes to Queen. And the Pelicans miss again.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of a slump. He has such an elusive cover. The Frenchman, Wembanyama, is especially hard to stop in transition.
New Orleans calls timeout. Harper, he's checked in for Castle. All right, let's take a moment to appreciate some of the NBA's toughest defensive teams. Number 1, the Spurs.
Well, we can talk about their defensive rating and their pace of play and all of those things, but the bottom line is this team is hard to score on.
Grant, when you talk about the Pelicans, year after year, it comes back to health.
And you sometimes wonder if there's something in the water in New Orleans or some bad juju, because they're certainly due for some better luck.
Pass to Fox. Uses the glass on the layup. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
Well, their length and anticipation reflected in their shot blocking totals, making the extra effort to close things out.
Well, don't forget about their scoring in the open floor. They've been getting a lot of production on their break. He just can't get anything going in this quarter, and his team desperately in need of a spark.
And there's the lob. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
I mean, it seems like you could throw it up to Wembanyama on every offensive possession, and he'll slam it home.
Pass to Queen. Williamson outside. Out of bounds. It'll be Spurs ball.
San Antonio ball.
Nisi, he's checked in for New Orleans. Poole comes in for Jones.
Nisi. Jordan Poole.
On offense, here are the Spurs. Really controlling it. An 18-2 run here. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Wembanyama, high post. Here's Harper. Shot clock at 5. Offline with a 3. Poole against Fox. Poole with the ball. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. It's stolen by Fox. Poole against Wembanyama. Pass to Antetokounmpo. On the wing, Fox. He picked up 18 points in their last win against the Jazz in Salt Lake City.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And the Pelicans making a change here. Hayes checked in.
De'Aaron Fox.
And looking at Fox, a microwave scorer and Tasmanian devil running up and down the floor. A fun player to watch.
Picked by Misi. Poole against Fox. Poole shot is off.
Defense did just enough to force that miss. I really expected him to get 2 there.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
And here's Murray. He had a 36-point outing in their last game against Memphis.
And let's not forget about the assist. His playmaking was critical for this team.
Now here's Wembanyama. Playing Utah, he was nearly unstoppable. From deep, Harper. They get the rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pelicans trail by 19. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Here's Poole. They need this. And the layup is up and in.
No question who's in control of the board so far.
And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for San Antonio. They defeated Utah in their last game.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
The key when you go into a hostile territory is play with a purpose and stay true to your game plan. That's what they did.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been the better team all the way around.
And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
New Orleans shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. The Spurs making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. And then for New Orleans, Matkovic. He's checked in for Williamson. And it's Fears in for Murray. Outside Wembanyama.
2 minutes.
Antetokounmpo surveys. Out to Fox. From deep, Johnson. And it's Matkovic with a rebound. Pelicans trail by 18. Poole outside. Clock at 6. Here's Matkovic. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. San Antonio moving the ball around. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Wembanyama. Here's Harper. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Spurs need to get one up here. Johnson for 3. Good D by Bay. Here's New Orleans now. They trail by 18. Bay with a screen. And again, New Orleans no good. And for the Spurs, they're shooting right around 57%. Very efficient so far in the first. Here's Johnson. Pass to Harper. There's the triple. And it's Matkovic with a rebound.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Picked by Misi. With the step back. Lets the 3 fly. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Great read there by the rookie Fears. That kind of selfless attitude goes a long way with his teammates.
Wembanyama, pass to Johnson. And he can't stop the drought. Another miss. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the San Antonio Spurs. Oh, what a quarter. He was absolutely on fire offensively. And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Spurs for San Antonio. Victor Wembanyama comes in for Cornette, and Castle subbed in for Harper. Pelicans trail by 17. So for New Orleans right now, Murphy and Zion at the small and power forwards. Jordan Poole out there with DeJounte Murray. And it's Misi in at the 5, down low. Can't hit that one. Good D by Wembanyama. San Antonio's gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Barnes, it's good.
What a smart pass from Wembanyama. Already adept at scanning the floor and finding open teammates.
Murray against Fox. Murray's shot is good. Murray's got his first 2 points. Spurs lead by 17. Fox for 3. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, it's a big-time jam. He slams it right over Williamson.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Baseline jumper, and that one's long.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
And he banks in the layup. Wembanyama's got 22.
Yeah, flat-out dominant score. Wemby's ability to capitalize from anywhere on the floor is what makes him so dangerous.
To the inside. Here's Messi. The shot from the low post is good. Messi's got 5.
Well, to stop him, you have to get better rim protection than that.
Wembanyama, the pass to Johnson. Wembanyama screen. Oh, there's the alley. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson. And it's getting down to the wire here. Just 7 days left in the All-Star voting. Here's how it looks.
It's all coming together. We've got a pretty good idea of who's going to make it.
Well, you look at Murray. He's just outside the top 10 in Western Conference All-Star voting.
So he's got some ground to make up to be named a starter. But still, the fans are giving him his props.
It's shaping up to be a terrific All-Star weekend. More news to come as we receive it. Wembanyama, pass to Harper. Here's Castle. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Wembanyama screen. From the line. With 1 on the clock. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Coach would love to see Wemby clean the offensive glass like that every time.
New Orleans calls timeout. Things getting interesting in the West. But look at the standings. You look at the Spurs. They've been outstanding thus far, claiming the top spot in their conference. And check it out, New Orleans, far behind in the standings.
Well, right now for the Spurs, they've just been relentless coming out of the gates. And what I love is that everyone is focused. You couldn't have asked for a better start.
Yeah, coming into the year, they were certainly one of the favorites, if not the favorite. And they have not disappointed.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
New Orleans shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. Legs, we've seen players extend their primes, extend their careers. What's behind that?
Well, I think you have to look at the absolute best, LeBron James, and what he has been able to do in making that investment in terms of caring for his body. It's a role model that all players should emulate.
Question is, can anybody replicate what LeBron has done?
Boy, that's going to be tough to copy that.
Murray, shot is good.
Murray showing you a lot of composure inside. He did not let that contest alter his shot.
From deep, Harper. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist. And the Spurs lead by 21. The Pelicans have gotten 5 of their first 11 shots to fall here in the second quarter. Pass to Murray. San Antonio with a rebound. Wembanyama's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place.
And if they want to come up with a win here, he either needs to start making shots or find another way to help his team.
Here's Queen. And there's the screen. Here's Murray. Rebound by San Antonio. Outside Wembanyama. Pass to Harper. Puts up a 3. He can't hit that time.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, B.A. Zion Williamson is one of the most gifted athletes this game has ever seen. Now he's taken his commitment to conditioning to another level. He said, I definitely see the difference. I'm feeling like I don't exert as much energy to get to a certain speed. My movements are swifter. Back over to you, Brian.
A scary thought. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Left side Murray. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
In the first half, you want to stay aggressive, but you also want to be careful. That is his second foul already.
And the Spurs with some changes. Vassell, he's checked in for Barnes. And De'Aaron Fox is subbed in for Harper. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
Murray for three. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 20th rebound here tonight. And for someone listed at 6'4", DeJounte Murray is an excellent rebounder, Tim.
Well, he sure is. He's got long arms and he's very athletic. His work on the glass, one of the many ways that he can impact winning, and he's always a threat to take it end to end.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
Poole outside. Pass to Queen. Here's Williamson. And here's Poole. Jones with a screen on Antetokounmpo. To snap the cold streak. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
They just need a spark. This is when your leaders have to step up.
Double on Wembanyama. Fox outside. From behind the arc. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist. Wembanyama's got his 7th assist here tonight. On the wing, Murray. He's covered by Fox. Antetokounmpo against Williamson. Over Antetokounmpo. And the Pelicans miss again.
Well, that's a tough matchup for the offense there. It's a low probability on that shot.
Back to Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Yeah, and this is the kind of impact Wemby makes offensively because he can score in just so many ways.
Right side Murray. Over Fox. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. A dominating first half of play. And so far, it hasn't been close. It's the Spurs just dominating this one. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Hello, everybody. Tipping off halftime, let's start things off with a look at the All-Star voting.
Well, it's always an honor to be selected, especially if it's your first All-Star game. It's just a sign of respect.
And some newbies trying to make their case. A couple of great candidates out there trying to close strong. All right, guys, we've got to go back and talk about Victor Wembanyama and how he played in that first half. Just outstanding.
7'4", skilled, and getting his tonight. I've got no idea how you stop the Frenchman, guys. None.
We've never seen anything like him, Shaq. I don't think so.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You know, Victor Wembanyama has been exceptional here, guys.
And just halfway through this contest, he's already registered a double-double.
For most guys, that's a night's work. It shows you how dominant he's been to this point.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Fox at the 1 with Castle at the 2. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Devin Vassell, and it's Wembanyama in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. Fox for 3. It's hauled in by Zion Williamson.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Pass to Murray. Now here's Jones. Here's Williamson. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. The Spurs shooting 54% from the field so far in this one. Castle outside. Pulls it from the top of the key. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got assist number 8 here already in the game. Outside Jones. On the wing, Murray. Inside. Here's Queen. And he drops it in from the low post. Queen's got 5 now.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Wembanyama, pass to Fox. Now Castle. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, and the jam by Wembanyama.
And he'll spend some time on the perimeter, but at his core, Wembanyama is best inside.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Picked by Williamson. Down low to the left wing. Here's Queen. And the 3 off target.
That's a cold start out of the break. Only 1 of his first 4 has he gotten to go.
Here's Murray. Pass to Jones. He drops it from range. Jones has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Wembanyama. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, he's done everything you want offensively. Great shot selection, and he is a big reason why they have the lead.
Here's Queen, covered by Wembanyama. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. All right, let's take a look at some numbers for Victor Wembanyama.
Over the last 10 games, he's been on an absolute tear, finding all kinds of ways to be a thorn in the opposition side, just working on offense and getting the looks he wants out there.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Williamson. Rebound by San Antonio. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds now. Wembanyama, pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Wembanyama. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. That's now 32 points for Victor Wembanyama. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen. And a moment to check out who the San Antonio Spurs have coming up. On Wednesday, they'll be facing Kevin Durant and the Houston Rockets. And then on Saturday, they'll be playing against LaMelo Ball and the Charlotte Hornets.
And for that game against the Thunder, anything can happen in the NBA, but they'll be a heavy favorite, and it would take a total meltdown for them to lose. Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Pass to Williamson. Outside Murray. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him. Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
To stop the run. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
You know, I don't care how close you are to the cup. If Wemby is lurking, you got to do something else. Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
Well, whatever they talked about at halftime, it's working now.
Outside Murray. To the right side. And out of bounds. San Antonio will have it. Now, the Pelicans, second.
This team will punish you for sloppy ball control, no question. They've got a lot of fast-handed guys just waiting to take advantage.
Wembanyama, screen on Murray. Pass to Wembanyama. Box for 3. And it's Queen with a rebound.
It's just not his night from the 3. But this is exactly why you can't live and die by that shot.
Williamson, no good.
Well, that is a nice challenge at the rim. Really altered that shot.
Yeah, the dunk by Wemby might be the most effortless dunk you'll see.
And so Murray will bring it up for New Orleans. Outside Jones. Now Murray. Offensively, he's been a force.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Wembanyama screen. Here's Fox. That shot missing.
When you're not at your best, it is great to have teammates who will pick up the slack.
Pass to Williamson. Just 5 on the clock. To end the cold spell. San Antonio with a rebound. Wembanyama up top. He's got 36 points. Pass to Castle. Jacks up a 3. Drains the triple. Castle's got 8.
Well, when the 3-ball is falling for Castle, he is extremely difficult to defend.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Murray against Fox. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Wow, that was slick. Murray getting just enough room to finish off that play.
Castle outside. Wembanyama finds Castle. San Antonio moving the ball around. Pass to Vassell. Here's the 3. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
Always ready and willing to fire. Vassell from the corner.
Here's Murray. He's got 6. Kicks it out to Williamson. Tries again. Pass to Queen. Good D by Wembanyama. San Antonio's gone 3 of 5 from downtown here in the second half. Here's Fox. And here's Vassell. From deep. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Queen's got 5 rebounds tonight. Back to Murray. Out to the right wing. He shoots. Rebound by San Antonio. Antetokounmpo has got 5 rebounds in the game. Wembanyama, pass to Vassell. Castle, right side. Pass to Vassell. Wembanyama screen. Vassell can't get it to go. New Orleans has gone just 1 of 6 from long distance here in the third. The shots just aren't falling. Murray with it. 6 points for him. To the inside. Here's Queen. Oh, trying his luck from deep. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. So San Antonio going with almost an entire new group here. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Keldon Johnson comes in for Vassell. Champagnie, he's checked in for Castle. And it's Harper in for De'Aaron Fox. Clock is at 3. From deep. Fear's shot is off.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, I mean, he's a very good shooter.
Man!
Look out below.
And with this kind of vision, we could see the assist numbers go sky high for Wembanyama.
It's Poole on the wing. Pass to Missi to end the drought, and it's in there. Missi's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Here's Harper. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama.
And they really managed to dominate inside.
On the wing, Bay. Picked by Missi. Bay passes to Poole.
Remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
To the wing on the left. Here's Fears. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama scanning the floor. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Wembanyama's got 38 points.
And once he gets deep enough positioning, there's not much you can do to stop Wemby.
Williamson outside. A minute 22 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Poole for three. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
Out of bounds. It'll be Pelicans ball. Waters is checked in for San Antonio. Alvarado's checked in for the Pelicans. Here's New Orleans now. Pass to Bay. Now here's Messi. 52 seconds left in the third quarter. And he's going for the lob.
Yeah, what a dish from Bay. Kept his eyes up the floor and found an open teammate.
Harper passes to Wembanyama. Here's Waters. Johnson on the wing, guarded by Poole. Wembanyama screen to the middle. Good. He hits again.
Yeah, another extraordinary effort from him. Now, we've come to expect this as of late.
Yeah, he's now tied for 5th most 40-point games over a single season, setting expectations extremely high.
Well, that is beautiful work that time by Poole, getting into the lane and finishing right by the hoop.
Wembanyama, the pass to Harper. Takes the three. He can't get it to go. It's tipped. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the Spurs running away with this one. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
And it's such an advantage to have a big man who can facilitate at a high.
So we see the Spurs taking the W here, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what.
Giannis, an improvement.
All right, thanks, Allie. And that about wraps it up. For reporter Allie LaFour.
Greg, no secret that these teams don't like each other. Could things get a little chippy tonight?
It would not surprise me at all, Kevin. These teams, not only fierce rivals, but there's a little bit of animosity for one another. Knowing the fact that both these teams play in the same conference, yeah, I'd say the spirits might be high tonight.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Fox and Castle are their guards. Levin Vassell out there with Antetokounmpo. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5 spot. Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against New Orleans. Pass to Wembanyama. Vassell, the pass to Wembanyama. Shoots a fader, and that's good from Antetokounmpo on the assist by Wembanyama.
With defenders having to worry about the drive, the pass, Antetokounmpo can usually find space from the mid-range.
Now here's Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
Rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
Fox, no good.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Back to Giannis. Durant with the steal. It's Durant on the wing. to Okogie. Smith with a screen on Castle. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots it. And it's Smith missing.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
Wembanyama finds Giannis. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Greg, these poised veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Easton's young talent that determines their future. And they've already shown they can make a major impact.
And the second free throw, good.
And what I love about Giannis, yeah, he's a superstar, an MVP, a champion. But best of all, Giannis is an incredible ambassador for the game.
Now here's Thompson. His last outing, 16 points for him. And it's Smith finishing it off.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Here's Antetokounmpo. Sweet little floater. Antetokounmpo's got 7 points in the game.
And his athleticism comes through in all kinds of ways. You've got to be nimble to make moves like Giannis.
And Thompson kicks to KD. Rebounded by the Spurs. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
And on top of probably having the better talent, they never let up. Great effort, great win.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Sengun with the bucket.
That is where Sengun is best, around the hoop with great touch.
Fox passes to Wembanyama. Here's Castle. Wembanyama sets a screen for Castle. He's looking for Wembanyama and finds him.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play. Looks like it could be a big night for him. Very strong start here in the first quarter.
Antetokounmpo passes to Wembanyama. Durant in the corner. Thompson outside. Pass to Smith. Houston moving the ball around. Here's Durant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Still, to this day, RJ, Kevin Durant still seems matchup proof.
Well, yeah, because nothing's changed with his height and the skill. That quick release and his competitiveness, it's the same as it's ever been.
And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring?
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
Richard, we know that anytime Alperen Sengun steps on the floor, he's a triple-double threat.
Yeah, he's one of the tallest players to ever have multiple triple-double. Sengun is such a great passer. It adds another.
Houston making some changes. Tari Eason's checked in for Jabari Smith. Shepard comes in for Josh Okogie. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Amen Thompson. The Spurs also changing it up. Victor Wembanyama comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Harper in for Vassell.
Oh, he is a coach's dream. That's why they love VanVleet. The intangibles are off the chart, and the execution is consistent.
On the court for San Antonio, Barnes operates at the 4 with Wembanyama at the 5. De'Aaron Fox out there with Marty. And it's Castle in at the small forward position. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Wembanyama, a screen on VanVleet. Kept alive. Pass to Castle. The three from Barnes. Can't hit that one. Rockets leading by 15. Shepard with the ball. 7 points in the game. Van Vliet with a screen on Castle. Durant kicks to Şengün. Buries the long-range jumper. Şengün's got 10 points in the game.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Here's Fox, and he's back in business as a jumper finally drops for him.
And Fox can hurt you from there, especially when he's shooting with confidence.
KD against Castle. Down low. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Barnes passes to Wembanyama. Love the confidence from Wembanyama.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Durant against Castle. The shot by KD. No good. Spurs trail by 14. Wembanyama passes to Barnes. Back to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
Castle against KD. Pocket 6. Pass to Eason. Near the three-point line, it's Van Vliet. No good there off the double clutch. Wembanyama left side. Now here's Barnes. Wembanyama sets a screen for Barnes. Oh, the rim with an easy reach of Wembanyama.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
And so Royale Ivy decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. So, Greg, with All-Star voting underway, there are plenty of deserving players, but only 12 spots for each conference. It is very difficult to choose.
And that's why it feels like someone gets snubbed every year. I'd love to see the league expand the rosters to 15 spots. Remember, we had 12-man rosters back when there were only 9 teams.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Jabari Smith, he's checked in for Tari Eason. Okogie comes in for Shepard. It's Thompson in for Fred Van Vliet. Giannis, he's checked in for San Antonio. Johnson comes in for Fox.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Spurs trail by 13. Outside Harper. And stolen by Şengün. And even 3-on-3 break. Tries the spin move. Here's Okogie. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Castle.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Rockets.
When you pile up the blocks earlier in games, it really can affect the other team. They lose confidence offensively.
And also, how about how disruptive they've been on defense? Not allowing the opposition to get comfortable and also being able to create a lot of steals as well. And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Pass to Okogie. And here's Smith. Now Eason. Houston moving it around. Here's Okogie. Castle covering. The Rockets with another miss.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
Wembanyama, a screen on Thompson. Harper, no good. And so it's Durant with it. They'll bring it up for the Rockets. And after this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta where they'll take on the Hawks. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Pass to Okogie. Thompson, a screen on Castle. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And already his 3rd foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the third quarter.
The Rockets making a switch here. Van Vliet's checked in. Giannis passes to Wembanyama. And the call will be against Jabari Smith. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
San Antonio with the ball. A 12-point game. Wembanyama, a screen on Van Vliet. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
Some big guys struggle at the line. Not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Here's Smith. No problem on the jumper in close. Smith's got 6.
And this is why you let Smith work inside. He's adept at knowing how to finish in traffic.
Van Vliet kicks to Smith. The rebound by the Spurs. They won their last game against the Rockets in Houston.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
That was the key factor, and it has to have a carryover effect. You get in a team's head when you cause them to make that many mistakes.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target. I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And so Royal IB decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Vassell, he's checked in for the Spurs. Fox comes in for Harper. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. You take a look at Los Angeles. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And right now, the Spurs, they wanted the top spot badly, and they did just that. A real testament to both their chemistry and work ethic.
Here's San Antonio now. They're on a 14-6 run. Pass to Castle. Here's Giannis. Giannis drives in. Now Wembanyama. 6 on the shot clock. That cuts the lead to single digits. Vassell's got 5.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Now Easton. And what a play, just snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Wembanyama passes to Giannis. Back to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Everyone loves seeing Wemby put up serious points. His team, his coaches, definitely the fans. That's what they pay for.
Here's Van Vliet. Antetokounmpo passes to Wembanyama. Now Castle. Wembanyama down low, working on Smith.
Points of Wembanyama, any chance you get just makes a whole lot of sense. Victor is really on fire tonight.
Smith sets the pick for KD. Goes up on the wing, and he drops that one in. Durant's got 22 points.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
There is no stopping that. Wembanyama with the forceful finish.
Van Vliet against Fox. Okogie, the pass to Durant. Out to Smith. There's the triple. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Vassell outside. And here's Antetokounmpo outside. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Rockets lead by 4. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Toyota Center.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
Welcome to halftime, and guys, so far the game has belonged to Kevin Durant.
You like how he's attacking on the interior, going after those high-quality looks. I mean, they tried to hassle him defensively, but to no avail.
Yeah, many of his points came in heavy traffic, something he better get used to. And next, a look at some of the possible participants for this season's dunk contest.
The voting process will be wrapping up.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Don't see Durant and Smith playing up at forward. Then there's Amen Thompson. Then it's Alperen Sengun. And it's Okogie in at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Sengun with the screen for KD. Over Wembanyama. And Sengun gets it to go on the assist by Durant.
A true monster in the paint. And just under 7 feet. It can be so easy for Sengun to find those baskets.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Back to Durant. On the wing, Thompson. Sengun with a screen on Fox. They get the rebound. Count the basket.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
Wembanyama, a screen on Smith. Now Castle. He's got 5. Outside, Fox. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Fox has got 5 now.
A smooth-looking three-point shot. I think Fox is feeling it.
Greg, you look at Alperen Sengun. He's one of the best combinations of force and finesse in the NBA.
And you wonder how he fell to the 16th pick in the 2021 draft. You saw the numbers he was putting up as a 19-year-old in Turkey. Pretty clear he should have gone higher.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey, Kevin Durant, as effortless as a scorer as this league has ever seen. He said, I'm not really flashy with how I play anymore. I just try to look for the best shot and be simple and easy with my game. Fly under the radar a bit. After every shot, I just run down the court and get back on defense. Back to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Wembanyama finds Castle. Wembanyama sets a screen for Castle. On the wing, Fox. Wembanyama, a screen. Fox, no good.
When you've made your first 3 shots of the half, I think it's okay for a heat check.
Pass to Durant. Some nice passing there by Houston. Sengun inside. Defended by Wembanyama. Spurs trail by 3. The wide open look here for Fox. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Thompson, high post. Antetokounmpo's there. Thompson, a screen on Castle. Inside, Sengun. And Sengun throws it down.
Punishing the rim right there. Sengun.
Şengün against Wembanyama. And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That's his fourth foul of the contest. And the Rockets making a change here. Van Vliet's checked in. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Wembanyama, a screen on Van Vliet. Bangs home the trifecta. Fox has got 6 here in this quarter.
That's encouraging to see. Fox knows how important it is to cash in from deep.
And so Royal Ivy decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Let's take a look at the numbers for Kevin Durant. Houston in the lead. Pass to Okogie. Back to Van Vliet. Out to the wing. Smith with a screen on Castle. 6 to shoot. Okogie, the pass to Smith. Over Giannis. And it's Smith missing. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. That ties it up. Wembanyama has got 22 points.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
Castle with it. Now Smith defending for the lead. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Back to Van Vliet. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Giannis will take on any defender. Nice finish that time.
Outside Durant. Pass to Smith. Here's Okogie. Right now averaging about 5 points a game. For 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Does Wemby even need to jump to dunk? No. Must be nice.
And so Royal Ivy decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
Check out the story on Giannis Antetokounmpo. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. He's putting up about 14 points a night, 6 assists, and 6 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
I've played with someone like him, the type of player that looks to get others involved first. That's my type of teammate.
And that one drops for him. And now an 8-point Spurs lead. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Spurs?
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Giannis passes to Wembanyama. Giannis outside. Wembanyama right side. Outside Fox. Stolen by Van Vliet. Smith the pass to Okogie. Outside Durant. The 3-ball. There's the triple from Durant.
Okay, I'm going to tell you something that everyone knows or should know. When Durant turns it on, there is no slowing him down. That's how lethal of a scorer he is in NBA history.
And Fox gets it to go.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this high, a great chance to extend this lead.
Pass to Şengün. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
Now Wembanyama. Wembanyama, a screen on Smith. Here's Giannis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Alperen Sengun.
Man, with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
And Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of the court that has to be covered and the style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor.
From G League to a big-time player, Van Fleet's journey is nothing short but inspirational.
First free throw is good. Well, Fred VanVleet wasn't going to be denied his chance, RJ, at playing in the NBA.
No, he wasn't. Undrafted, yes, but training his whole life for a chance. And when he got it, boy, he did not let up. Ever since he was young, he was getting up at 5:30 every morning to train before school.
And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game. Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall.
Sengun with the screen for Durant. And no good, had a chance to take the lead there.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Wembanyama up top, covered by VanVleet. Fox dishes to Giannis. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Wembanyama. Wembanyama deadly inside.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
KD looking around. Pass to Sengun. Rebounded by the Spurs. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Rockets trail by 4. VanVleet passes to Sengun. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Here's Vassell. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Here's Durant. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Vassell with it. He's picked up by KD. Fox passes to Wembanyama. Wembanyama sets a screen for Antetokounmpo. It's stolen by Eason. Here's Shepherd, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
You really like the intensity and focus Shepherd brings to both ends of the floor.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Rockets. Jay Shante comes in for Kevin Durant. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for San Antonio. Antetokounmpo passes to Wembanyama. Now here's Harper.
2 minutes.
Shoots the 3. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Eason passes to Shepherd. Capella with a screen on Fox. The Rockets with another miss. Spurs leading by 5. Antetokounmpo kicks to Fox. Wembanyama sets a screen for Harper. Fox, the bounce pass. On the wing, Barnes. Nothing on the board. Over Eason. Here's Antetokounmpo. Giannis making his presence felt down low.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
VanVleet against Harper. VanVleet looking around. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Van Vliet's got 13.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Getting used to seeing that out of Harper. He's going to pile up the assists over the years.
Here's Shepard, guarded by Fox. Harper against Van Vliet. Good defense by Wembanyama.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Wembanyama, a screen on Van Vliet. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, let's just say that makes up for it.
And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And not so fast. The officials are...
The previous play is under review.
We go to the fourth.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
After the review...
It in fact beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too replays here, and it's here to stay for situation.
And so it's San Antonio, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're playing a cruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll take a quick break, and then back to the action here. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. On the court for San Antonio, Castle is in at shooting guard, with Johnson at the small forward. Barnes operates at the 4 with Wembanyama at the 5. And it's Harper in at the point. Van Vliet.
And the incredible reach of Wembanyama, helping him knock away that one. Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Here's Van Vliet. That one a little long.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Wembanyama looking it over. To the paint. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
Van Vliet with the bucket. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Castle with it. Pass to Wembanyama. And here is Johnson. Wembanyama, a screen. And there's Johnson. That's good on the assist by Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Van Vliet sets the pick for Shepard. Van Vliet outside. From deep three-point land, Wembanyama with the rebound.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Harper in the corner. Barnes outside. Wembanyama finds Johnson. Wembanyama, a screen on Eason. Outside Harper. Latrey. And the Spurs another 3.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Van Vliet outside. You know, G.A., one great thing about the NBA, well, there are many things, but one great thing is that there's always new talent coming through the ranks.
Yeah, I mean, the future is bright. And, Kevin, I really like this year's draft class. Man, we just continue to add exciting young talent to the mix. The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Wembanyama passes to Harper. From downtown. The Rockets pull it in. Capella's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Now Shepherd. 5 on the clock. Over Harper. And it's Shepherd missing. And here are the Spurs. This run now up to 13-2. Wembanyama passes to Harper. Three-pointer. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Harper against Van Vliet. Shepherd the pass to Van Vliet. To the left wing. Launches it. And it's Shepherd missing.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
And here's Harper from the arc.
Well, he better buy his teammates dinner tonight because they've covered him for what has been a terrible, absolute terrible shooting display.
To the middle. Deflects the pass. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Pass to Castle. Wembanyama, a screen. The offensive rebound. Barnes outside. Here's Castle. Off target from three-point range.
Well, despite some uneven shooting from him, they're still out in front.
Here's Eason. Şengün finds Van Vliet. To end the cold streak. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
Pass to Castle. Wembanyama sets a screen for Castle. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Van Vliet passes to Capella. Back to Van Vliet. And here's what the Rockets' schedule looks like. On Thursday, they'll go up against Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks. And then on Saturday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best. But if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Jabari Smith, he's jacked in for Clint Capella. Durant comes in for Tari Eason. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Shepherd. Antetokounmpo passes to Wembanyama.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Here's Durant. And he makes good on the layup. KD's got 28.
Capable of scoring from any area. Love when Durant takes charge and dominates like this.
It's Wembanyama at the elbow. Pass to Harper. Puts up a three. Şengün with the rebound.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
High post, KD. Wembanyama on him.
There you go, Wemby. Use that 7-3 length. Disrupt the offense.
The baseline J. And the basket by Vassell.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Durant, wide open. He fires. That three off the mark.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Wembanyama, a screen on Thompson. Fox, no good. And KD's got the ball here for the Rockets. Fires the three, and Thompson gets it to go in on the assist by KD.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Ahmed will blow right by you.
Wembanyama sets a screen for Harper. Fox from outside. Offensive rebound. Vassell outside. Outside, Fox. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Okogie's checked in for Houston. Castle's checked in for the Spurs. Here's KD. And we keep seeing franchises' values going up, Greg, including the Boston Celtics last season selling for over $6 billion.
Man, those are some deep pockets. And don't forget the Lakers going for in excess of $10 billion. As those well-heeled individuals continue to pay these incredible prices, the pressure to unlock new league revenue streams, listen, it's only going to increase.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Spurs, Giannis Antetokounmpo taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it. We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And so Royal Ivy decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And one of our featured players tonight earns our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Shot clock at 6. KD passes to Şengün. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Again, the miss by the Spurs. Houston's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Antetokounmpo kicks to Vassell. Doesn't go for him. Great defense that time from Şengün. Thompson outside.
2 minutes.
Durant against Giannis.
2 minutes.
Over Giannis. A shot by KD. No good. Spurs leading by 22. Here's Castle. And a miss there on the triple. And for Houston, they're shooting not great, 40% for the game. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing.
And with his movement skills, Thompson routinely catches defenders out of position.
And Richard, you were telling me before the game, you're a big fan of Amen Thompson.
Oh, Amen, he is an elite defender who can guard multiple positions. One of the top athletes in the league, and he's just such an instinctive playmaker.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Jabari Smith. Tari Eason's checked in for Kevin Durant. And Shepard subbed in for Josh Okogie. And you think about the balance of power between the conferences. How about this, Greg? In the last 26 years, there have only been 3 Eastern Conference teams favored to win the NBA Finals.
2011 Heat, the 2013 Heat, and then the 2024 Boston Celtics. So for those arguing for top 16 seeding in the playoffs, this might be your go-to stat.
Spurs leading by 22.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for San Antonio.
It didn't look like a game that was going to work out for them, but man, how things changed in a hurry.
Man, I'd say it was gutsy, Kevin, in terms of what they were able to do in that comeback. An incredible amount of fortitude when facing all of that adversity. And not just to come back, but how about to come back and win going away?
And these guys already with 45 wins on the year, so tonight we'll make it 46.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game. And another one!
It's unbelievable. He's now 5th in the number of 40-point games in a single season.
One of the more bankable scores this league has ever seen. You have to marvel at his consistency. His scoring has been eye-opening. So it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what, Shine? I don't care what the matchup is. You never.
Giannis, congratulations. How did your team come out on top?
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. And that'll wrap it up, folks. With